Gosh, I'm trying to see if y'all can hear me out there. Okay, it says I'm live. I'm getting ready to operate a few things while I'm live, while I'm waiting on some people to get on. I'm going to be operating a few things. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live. Um, and Facebook, you can't really see the whole screen, but it's okay. I'll take my YouTube video and I'll put it to Facebook. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I said I was going live today. I've been waiting, just kind of chilling out, being on the low, waiting, busy, just been really busy, been traveling. And I tell you, it's been a month. The month of August was a really, really big month for me. Actually, not August, the month of July. I had gotten back in July, the end of July, okay, from Nigeria, and flew in. And the very day I touched down from Nigeria, I boarded a plane the next day. And the next morning, actually, I booked it so it would be at least I could get some sleep getting in with the jet lag at 8 in the morning on the 29th. I boarded a plane the next day on the 30th. No, on the 29th. Got in on the 28th. Boarded the plane on the 30th. And went to Oklahoma, Fort Sill, to see one of the specialist persons in my life, baby boy, graduate his basic training. So I'm excited about where I am in life. I don't have any more babies, so I can move around. So y'all don't hate me. Don't get mad. Don't say I need to be still. Don't say I need to slow down, because now's the time not to slow down for an evangelist. Now's the time to get in the thick of things for an evangelist. A lot of people don't know evangelist doesn't stick around the church, and the type of evangelist and about and in the mix of things. And sometimes in the beginning of the history of my evangelism, I ended up in predicaments, straying away. That's just what happens when you first start in Christianity. But now that I'm seasoned and I am mature, I can go into the field and I can help some people that need help that people aren't reaching out to. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for a lot of things. I'm here for the deception that's going on, and I'm trying to wait till I get a few of you guys on. I saw on Facebook. Let's see now. I can't see. Let me move this down a little and I can see if there's anybody on Facebook. Okay, and I can wait a few minutes. I want to make sure this stays up a little though. This microphone. There we go. There we go. All right. Listen, this is what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about the deception that's going on in the world. I want to talk to you about the pulling of souls into the realm with deception, into the realm of what's the word I want to use for it? Into the realm of being in chained, chained to something without realizing you're beginning to get chained. One thing about deception will pull you in and you'll never even know that you're being deceived until you're in there, and then you're stuck. You're stuck in that thing. That's how deception is. Deception is something that'll come like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Deception is something that will come and make you feel good, and at the same time it's making you feel good, it's got a bad agenda. And you don't see the agenda. See how one of my hands on the YouTube, not on Facebook, but one of my hands is hidden behind the microphone. And deception is hiding my hand and throwing a lick and hiding my hand. Deception is putting on the front, and that front is not real. Deception is putting a mask on and then not taking taking the mask off until you're all the way in and it's too late. Deception will come at a time that you don't even know it's coming, and it will come through a person that you won't even think it's coming through. And deception is really slow. It can be used with strings drawn of love, strings drawn of passion, strings drawn of interest in your music or interest in your talent and things like that. And deception is like they had a long, long time ago. When I was young, I used to listen to a lot of old music, but there was a song that said they smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place, the backstabbers. Deception will stab you in the back. Deception will grab you and you'll never know it's grabbed you. So I want to talk about deception today, and I want to talk about deception in the music industry. And a lot of times I talk about WATW Networking Entrepreneurs Group. And one of those things is I manage businesses. I manage entrepreneurs. I manage sole proprietors, LLCs, anybody that needs managing. And right now I am in the music industry heavily. And in the music industry, my goal is to defeat the deceptor, to take on the deceptor that's in the deception. So in order to do that, I have to be equipped. I have to have the full armor on. I have to know how to get in and get out like a Green Beret. I have to know when to get in, and I have to know what to do. But the only way you can get souls that the devil has chained and bound, because anybody that has something chained, they're going to chain it up where you can't see it and you can't get to it. Just like a prostitute that ends up being in prison. They're going to lock the doors. They're going to take the knob handles off the front and the back so you can't even open it with a knob. They're going to put bars and even use a key to get out. And that's because they don't want to lose you their product. I know a lot of things that you don't know about. I want to talk to you about deception. Deception is making our young girls think that stripping is a good industry to get into. It's just a dance. And they don't tell you the part about stripping, that there's the prostitution, there's the kidnapping, there's the rape, there's the molestation, there's the feels on your body. I talk about these types of deception because I want to get women that are slipping and sliding into those areas to know that you're being deceived, to think that that's a good way to make money. Deception is in that industry because deception is those men come in there and they're not throwing $100 bills. Oh no, not at the strip club. They're trying to put the $100 bills in between your legs so that they can sneak a feel. They're taking it in places that where $100 bills are. And if you start off in the industry, in the strip club, you're not going to be where the $100 bills are being thrown, or what do they say, making it rain. So when you see it rain, there's dollar bills on the floor. And by the time you count all those dollar bills, it's a deception. It looks like a lot of money and it's piled up. And when it's piled up and it's counted, most of the girls around you have gotten some of it in their hands. And if you're not prettiest, you're not going to get very many raindrops. It's a come up. That is something great that you can look forward to in the world. You're going to be that great singer and you'll no longer be at the strip club. But see, where you start out is usually where you end up. And there's like a 2% ratio of those that will leave that place and go somewhere else. And all the 98% will stay in that deception and end up getting tricked and end up getting with tricks and end up with pimp or getting pimped or pimping pimps or whatever you think that you're there to do. You're going to end up in that life, and it's not going to come easy and it's not going to come fast and quick for you to leave out of it, because the deception is for you to get in there and have a dream. And the deception is that a dream never, ever, ever becomes the reality. So y'all think Cardi B has made it. Y'all think Cardi B, because she started out as a stripper and became a rapper, she's made it. But she doesn't like what she's doing, or she didn't like what she's doing. And she didn't think that what she was signing up to would bring her to where she's at now. But deception will link you in and tie you in and put you in a position where it's hard to leave, where it's hard to let go, where it's hard to stop living that lifestyle, where you don't want to let go of being way up and then being down on the bottom. Started at the bottom, now you're here. But what comes with being there is the deception and the rules and the regulations that come with the deception, the rules and the regulations of how you need to act and how much you need to perform and how you're not going to get any rest and how you're not your own boss. So you can't say, I want to take a week off. You can't say, I want to take a month off. Deception makes you not see that this is the lifestyle that they live. Deception. Beyonce look like she got it going on. And right now, the eye is on Africa. That's why on Lagos. The eye is on where Burna Boy has come from. The eye is on where Wizkid and Davido has come from. The eye is on where Omale has come from. The eye is on where Giyaki is coming from, and Tim's, and all those artists are coming from. The eye is on Africa because that's where the rich blood is. That's where the people are that are still serving God in such a rich way. That's where the people are that are still full of the spiritual part of God, that close the doors on their churches with chains. The eye is on Africa. Yes, Beyonce has her eye on Africa. Yes, Jay-Z has his eye on Africa. Deception lets you think that black is king is something to build pride in black folks and to build pride in us because we, are supposed to be kings and queens. Deception. Black is King is from Disney. You know what Disney supports. I'll let you look that up because that's not part of this video. But Beyonce remade The Lion King, and they called it, Disney called it Black is young men and women, especially from Africa. Oh, yes, God wants me to talk about that the eyes are on Africa. Yes, that's why Burna Boy all of a sudden got 2 Grammys. Oh, wow. How did that happen? Yes, Burna Boy has a song, yes, with Beyonce's Black is King on that soundtrack. Wizkid, so does Wizkid. Wizkid has a song on the soundtrack. Yeah, the deception is to make you see that, to see these men, Burna Boy with 2 Grammys and Wizkid